Well, no, the results,
the results
are
round 2, the draw going into round 3. So the big match on table 1 was Revenge for Joan of Arc against Fiction. So this is the let's call them
Fiction.
We'll just call them French ETC and Ben Savin and friends.
You really got a way of like bringing it down.
I know. Yeah, I'm not at all serious about this, am I? And the French guys really tore them a new arsehole, to be frank.
They really did.
They uncapped was 130, so they almost maxed out there. Compared
so
to
5 points? No, wait, what is it?
10 points. So they're missing 2 missions basically to get
so
over
very good.
Fiction, unfortunately, they
and the French team, if you guys don't know, you can go and check out the list, but you got one list that's 120 anointed of Assyrian. Not anointed, sorry, Phoenix Guard, basically, with 2 Frosties. You've got 130 Witch Elves.
Yeah, 120 Skinks. Plus more to summon, of course. Because 120 is never enough.
Never enough at all. And then 120
Grimgrass Reapers.
120 Grimgrass Reapers. So,
which you can bring back.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I didn't follow the game.
You can.
I find it, in that game, it was 120 Grimgrass Reapers against about 80. And they were painted virtually the same. Yeah. It hurt my eyes.
Yeah, that was a matchup. But they've gone on to now fight.
Gone on to fight 4 Masters 1 Cup, a film which I'm sure we've all enjoyed watching on this at one point in time.
Yep.
So this is we've got Darren, we've got Dan, and Will.
Yeah.
So they're duking it out.
And how did they do in that round?
They beat the Swedes. So they comprehensively beat the Swedes, revenge for all those invasions in the 800s and 900s.
Although the Master has lost his winning streak, I heard.
Did he?
I think so.
I didn't realise that. He handed the score sheet and said that they'd capped the round. He didn't decide to mention that he'd lost his record as well.
Yeah, he's lost the streak.
Oh.
Yeah, he's no longer on fire.
Well,
so cool right now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that at the end of this weekend. We'll see who's cool and who's not.
So those guys are playing at the minute.
And then Team Wales beat the German guys 90 points to 50. Marauders narrowly picked balls deep. For some reason, when I say that name, it doesn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't sit well in the mouth.
Definitely doesn't sit well in my mouth, or anyone else's mouth.
No.
Well, actually, maybe people. I don't care.
Or who knows? Yeah.
I think we're both really tired now, aren't we?
No, I'm doing fine. I'm excited. I just want to know the results.
I'm not. I'm fading fast. And they've got Ninja Badgers.
It's only halfway through.
I'm quite.
I haven't had to even speak for 6 hours. I'm
really struggling now. I don't know. I feel like I've come out of a club at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You're doing great.
And I'm doing the whole kind of gluey mouth thing. Obviously, I'm going back 20 years on now here. Mum. So then we've got Ninja Badgers beat Age of Ricard 90-50. Northern Ireland beat Grand Alliance France quite comprehensively. They almost capped around 95. Bucks Wargame Collective, who are the new hot stuff on the scene, they beat the winners.
They beat the winners.
The winners cannot buy a win for love nor money.
They can't.
So I think ultimately what we can take away from this is Jack's going to have to attend at least 5 tournaments this year to get into the Masters.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's not going to be getting the points from this.
No, and also I think maybe they can now claim the name as being ironic. I know for a fact Joe has lost 2 of his games and went for a little lie down after his second game.
He did, didn't he? Yeah. And I think Craig kind of relies on this tournament to get him into the Masters every year.
Yeah, every single year.
So he's going to have to do it the hard way now.
Oh no, actually play. That's going to be tough work.
And then we've got Demonic Pigeons. Had a big win against Noah. I've never even met her.
Nice.
Who I actually thought before the tournament we're going to do really well. You've got John Burgess, who's like a Malfoy master. Mm-hmm. He says he doesn't play a lot of AGS, but he really does. And you've got another guy who's quite good in that scene. You got Hugh with his Free Peoples, and you've got Alex with his Legion of Night. And I thought their list were pretty good, and they're all quite experienced players, but they've just tanked in the first 2 games. Maybe the pressure got to them.
It could be. It's just it's super. And this is the thing about it. It's matchups. So they could be bad at the card game, and getting the matchups.
Sounds like they've been really bad at that card game. Who can tell? I don't know. I mean, the worst thing about this conversation is that they're gonna listen to this back and
Oh, that's fine.
and then think I'm a complete dickhead.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. Listen, as an experienced person, what you do is just not care about your opinion and carry on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never going to watch this back because it'll be unbearable to see myself on screen. I can't even. Oh, yeah. So where are we? Team Stab, the little Shanker guys, they got beat by Angel. So Angel capped round.
Oh, wow.
So they got 100 points there. So
I know Alex was over the moon about winning the game.
He's got trees in his wildwoods.
Yeah, he has.
And they're glued.
Yeah, in.
I know, I can't believe it.
Yeah, he's like, these aren't moving.
That's my pet hate, by the way.
Oh.
I can't stand it.
What? Gluing the trees in the wildwoods?
Yeah. We've got no, not having them on the table. I'd rather have them super glued in.
Right, okay.
All the time.
Cemented in.
To prevent shenanigans and all this sort of bullshit.
Okay.
So we've actually got a special prize tomorrow for the best wildwoods.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Just because of your personal...
Yeah, that's it. I brought some shrink-wrapped wildwoods for this express purpose.
Everyone at home, be super aware, TOs will bring all of their personal feelings to a TO pack.
I hate Sylvaneth. I really hate them with a passion. And the sooner they get a new bug and they get nerfed to shit, the better. Sorry, tree huggers. It's just the way of things.
It's just how it is.
Hydra. So Hydra got beat by Curse of Years, a Speckles team.
It did. I really enjoyed watching Greg Dan relate the story of what Flesh Eater Courts do.
Oh, really?
He was like,
was it quick?
They attack, and then they attack again.
And then they bite your face off, and I didn't know that. And if you don't know they do that, I mean, because he doesn't play a lot of AOS, and he might not even know.
You don't think he does?
Yeah, he does now.
Yeah, well...
He definitely does now.
Because you regaled the story to many a listener.
And then we had MWGA, the French boys from Paris. They beat Team Rocksteady.
Oh, nice.
I think the Rocksteady boys, I mean, they're a good bunch of guys. They were here last year. I'm sure they won. I'm sure they wouldn't hold their games, but to say that they're here for the lols mostly, which is just because they can't fucking buy one. But and then we've got the Fluffy Marauders. So they went down to Fjordhammer.
Oh wow!
So
they went down to the Norwegians.
They went down to Norwegians. Wow. So if we did have a nationwide conference of AOS, then the Marauders
are right at the bottom.
We've been risking sinking into that pit of obscurity.
I know for a fact that the Swedes are very up for beating the Norwegians if the round comes up. That's a hot match.
Oh, I can imagine. They'll be like two kind of like alpha stags. Like locking horns.
Two reindeer ramming at each other.
Just on the border.
Yeah, well, the Marauders, who were the penguins in this situation.
Yes.
Just watching.
Just watching, getting attacked by.
So what about Marauder A team? Did they won theirs?
Marauder A team did win it, and they didn't cap it again. So they're now playing. Where's the draw? They're now playing against. They're playing against Team Wales on table 2.
Okay.
So the Marauders, I think they scored 95 and 90. So they've kind of stayed out of traffic for the time being. If they beat Wales, it's going to set them up in a game tomorrow morning against either
the French team
or the Masters.
Yeah.
And I think at that point things in the tournament start to get fairly decided quite early.
Yeah.
But we can see. I mean, the whole thing with the capping system is that it's there to prevent people from running away with it really, really early. Yeah. So it should. I mean, there'll still be something to fight for in Game 5, irrespective. Although the further it goes, the further people get ahead, the harder it gets.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke earlier on, didn't we? And we said that the options realistically were going to be Fiction, who are now out.
I think they've counted themselves out. Yeah. I think they were talking about trying to get best sports. no sport, guys. There's fucking no chance of that ever happening.
And then obviously the French team, who were one of my solid picks. Your solid pick, Marauders.
Yeah,
so we might see that matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, and Masters.
Then the Masters. So those are they're now. We've already seen the winners and Fiction
Ninja
fall by the
Badgers
wayside
as well. I mean, because they're a
solid crew.
They are a solid crew because you got the Bucklers, you got Laurie, who's been doing really well, and Steve Curtis has been doing really well. So they're a very solid team, and they might just surprise people tomorrow. Yeah, and I feel like a sports pundit the way I did that at the end.
Yeah, you did it. You did really. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And back to the studio.
I'll do that the next one.
I've actually just got to turn the actual studio button off, so it doesn't. It's not quite as classy.
So that's a wrap up of round 2 and the draw for round 3. But should we just talk really quickly about the meta in different countries?
Yeah.
Because the one thing that we discussed earlier on was that there's an assumption in the UK that we're the best Age of Sigmar. I mean, I think there's an assumption there.
Not from me.
Not from you, but I think. I mean, either either assumptions from other people that way better. But that's, I mean, that might not be the case. That's probably the case more because we put out more content and we're more prevalent on you know, the internet and social media. But it might be the case that in different countries, when they have a different meta, maybe they're doing it right, and maybe we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I think yeah. You also have to deal with like local challenges as well. Like, so what I found really interesting when I was in Australia, as I was saying to you a moment ago, like they're obsessed and they say goal programs every 4.5 minutes, but then goal programs ended up winning CanCon. So who am I to judge? Yeah,
exactly. I know. I'm scoffing them, but that was mainly a comedy scoff.
Yeah. Like, and then if you go over to America and you look at pre-FEC Battletome,
well, they're winning like
with Bill. He goes and wins the LVO. So that's 8 games in a row he's won with pre-flush sheet of course.
Yeah. Which you don't see on the casino, or if you do, you never see them anywhere even near the top table.
In Poland, the Seraphon army's winning with 12 pterodons.
I know, what the hell's going on with that? They're just dropping rocks all over the place. Like there's no tomorrow.
No,
you know?
Which is why I'm so chuffed with LLV stats, and he draws in all these like sources from around the world. So you're right. Like I think it's assumptive, but I think the greatest thing about us all now being as a community, a worldwide community, and again, thank you to you for this event. I think for you getting all these guys together is you do really get to kind of like. You're literally got a French team who've educated 2 English teams in a row now.
They really have.
You really have.
They taught them a lesson.
and they potentially are about to educate another English team.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, this will probably be their hardest game.
Yeah.
Because those four guys in the Masters team, they're all really good players.
Very good players, yeah.
Except for Will, he's he's a very good player as well. But we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, very interesting. I think and it's interesting watching it all in one room.
Yeah,
so thanks for putting it on.
I mean, there are side rooms as well. The fun rooms. We put sweets in the fun rooms just to make them feel a little bit better about their mediocre Age of Sigmar skills. But I think they're happy there.
Yeah, I think they're having a great time.
They look happy.
Yeah, they look
with
really
those padded
happy.
walls and those armbands that we strap on them to play.
So if you guys want to see more, I'm doing some interviews. You can check stuff out on Twitter. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know if you guys are talking in the chat. I can't see it because we're in this super cool...
We can't see it. It's a bit creepy if you are. I mean,
I like you guys talking to me.
I'm not sure if I feel comfortable to try.
Some of the people in here will like watch the show, which is super sweet for me. And they're like, "How many, John?" I was like, "I don't know you." And it's like, "I'm Gitley." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, exactly. Because we've got the different. Yeah.
So that's been really cool.
All those handles.
That's been fun. So we'll let you know. Obviously, lists are already up, and we'll let you know the results as we get them. Thank you very much for doing this.
No worries.
We'll do some more soon.